or the Capitol.
I can't rule that out, but again, that wouldn't have been typical.
Did he ever hand you material separately from what would be emailed back and forth?
Not remembering if you're referring to something in particular, I can answer that.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you ever receive information via Mr. Miranda, information marked confidential, that informed you what my staff was sharing with other Democrats?
I don't know the answer to that, Senator, but again, it's not always the case, it was my understanding that the people on, for example, your staff and Senator Hatch's staff were necessarily working at odds. It seemed like a lot of times the staff was cooperating at times, not at other times, obviously, but at times about judicial nominations, and so it wouldn't have raised anything in particular in my mind if we learned, oh, Senator Leahy's concerned about this.
Did my staff ever send you confidential material from Senator Hatch that was stolen from his emails?
Well, not the last part, but I certainly did talk to your staff when we were working on the airline bill, on the September 20, 2001 airline bill. I did remember being here all night one night with your staff, and I'm sure we did talk that night about what other senators thought. And that was the airline bill where, I think you recall, Speaker Hastert was involved, and we were up there with the OMB team. So in that, I worked hard with your staff on that. It just struck me as it's not uncommon at all to be talking with our ledge team about what senators on both sides think. It didn't strike me that it was always armed camps.
But no, and oftentimes it was not. But here you're getting obviously very private Democratic emails. You weren't concerned how Mr. Miranda got them?
Well, I guess I'm not sure about your premise.
Were you at all concerned about where Mr. Miranda got some of the material he was showing?
I don't recall that, but on the premise of your last question, I want to step back to that. Not sure I agree with the premise.
I'm just saying, if you're getting something that's marked confidential, wouldn't you assume that's not something being shared back and forth?
Unless it was shared. I mean, this is the thing. If a staffer said, here's what we're sending to, you all should be aware of this because we're going to be really opposed to this judicial nominee. So just to be clear, it seemed to me sometimes there were judicial nominees you were very opposed to, sometimes you were supportive of, sometimes in between, and there would be messages passed back and forth and sharing of information. Very cooperative, as I recall.
Well,
I'm more transparent. In other words, when you had problems with nominees, I recall transparency, and when you were supportive. You were at the May 9th, 2001 event at the White House, I recall, where the president announced his first 11 Court of Appeals nominees, and you were supportive of many of them.
Well, as you know, it's a fact, I voted for a lot of Republican nominees.
Yes.
Both to the Supreme Court, to the Courts of Appeals, and the District Court.
Yes.
But what I'm opposed with Judge Owen, when I was raising some very questions about funding that she was getting from people that were before her court, that might have raised a red flag that I had some concerns about it. Now, when you worked at the White House, did anyone ever tell you they had a mole that provided them with secret information related to nominations?
I don't recall the reference to a mole, which sounds highly specific, but certainly it is common. Again, the people behind you can probably refer to this, but it's common, I think, for everyone to talk to each other at times and share information. At least this was my experience. This is 20 years ago almost, where you would talk to people.
You never received an email from a Republican staff member with information claiming to come from spying on Democratic vote?
I'm not going to rule anything out, Senator. But if I did, I wouldn't have thought that I wouldn't have thought that the literal meaning of that, but I,
Wouldn't it surprise you that, if you got an email saying you got that from somebody spying? I mean,
well, is there such an email, sir? That's
so we'd have to ask the chairman what he has in his confidential,
yeah.
material.
But here's the, if you're referring to something in particular, here's what I know.
Hey, stop a minute here. Reference twice in your 30 minutes, and don't take this off of his time. You made reference. You're talking about the period of time that he was White House counsel. That material's available to everybody. So that bit of material about him that's marked, committee confidential is now public and available? Is that what you're saying? If that's what the chairman said, now we got a whole new series of questions. No, not if it's committee confidential, but you stop that. You have access to it. Not so that I don't forget 80% of the material we've gotten from the library is on the website of the Judiciary Committee, so the public has access to it. No, I want Judge Kavanaugh to have access so that we can ask him these questions under oath and he can see them. So I would ask the